Well, hi there. So, today I'm going to take my Ducati out. The GS has been getting all the love of late, having money spent on it and getting ridden lots and lots, and I feel I've been neglecting my Ducati. Now, I would like to say about the Ducati, when I first bought it earlier this year, and I brought it into the garage, and my daughter came in sometime later to have a look, and she could just see that bit, I guess, DU, and she said, "Why does your bike say Duncan on it?" It doesn't, it says Ducati, obviously. So that bike has ever since been Duncan the Ducati. And we have Barry, the BMW, the K100. And I do need a name for this. So if you've got any suggestions for my F900 GS, please put them in a comment. As long as the comment name isn't Chinese piece of shit, not a real BMW, or whatever. Or not as good as a T7, but a proper name. That would be awesome. So I'm going to take that Ducati out for a bit of a spin, and I want to go over again because my scoring system that I have for Ross Rides reviews, the scoring system is, I think, it's quite a good scoring system, and I know those that watch my videos might not get to the end where you see the scoring, so this is going to show what the scoring looks like, and if you've got any comments about that would be awesome, and if you could hit subscribe, that would be great. So with that, let's take Duncan out. Well, it's been lovely to be back out riding the Ducati. Forget how good it is, but being parked where it is right now, I think it spent too much time parked next to my GS's to think that's a suitable place for it to park. But interestingly, I have just been to Dick Lovett BMW to book my F900 GS in for a warranty claim. I think it'll be a warranty claim, as the fuel tank is full. I can't fit any more fuel in it, but the gauge isn't showing it to be full. It's just missing one blob of fuel. That postman's just gone that way, now he's turned around. Anyway, I wanted to revisit the Ross Ride scoring system because I think it's pretty good, and for those that see my reviews but don't get to the end or think there's a flaw in the system because they don't know the scoring rules, I thought I would just revisit it now, and I'll put a screenshot of each one as I mention it, but I'll also put them all at the end should you wish to spend a bit more time looking at them. So I broke it into weekend and daily, and I'm actually stealing the scoring system from Doug DeMuro, an American car YouTuber, but I've tweaked it towards motorbikes. So whilst I think it's pretty good, I have plagiarized it somewhat, and I gave the parameters to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT broke it down into suitable categories. So firstly, we have motorcycle styling band. So as you can see here, it's 1 through to 10, 10 being cutting edge design, 5 being functional, and 1 being no style and purely utilitarian. I think that's fairly comprehensive. Yeah, it does have some of my opinion in it. It's not completely unbiased, but it's as close as I can get, I would say. So I'm not sure this is in the right order that's saved onto my phone, but we have 0 to 60, so 2 to 2.4 seconds is a 10 out of 10. What have we got? A 5 out of 10 is sort of 4 to 4.9, and then over 6 seconds is 0 to 2. Handling. 10 would be precision handling, razor sharp response. A 5 would be decent handling, reliable control, basic handling, stable but uninspiring, and 1 through 0 is very poor handling and unsafe. Don't think I've had a bike that's that yet. Torque scores. So talking of torque, the GSX S1000 GT, I gave it too little of a low score. I need to up that because I did it in pounds-foot and not newton meters. But 0 through 1 is 10 to 29 newton meters. 4 through 6 is 90 to 109, and 190 to 200 newton meters of torque would be a 10. That would be a phenomenal amount of power. What else have we got here? Coolness. Again, it's a bit subjective, but I've tried to put a scoring system which represents what we see on the roads, and that is a 10 out of 10 would be iconic, universally admired and timeless. 5 would be competent, practical and liked. And a 1 would be no cool factor, purely utilitarian. So let's say for my Ducati, to revisit that a little bit, I would say it is modern, popular with an edge, but the low end of that. It's a cool bike, it's a 6. features. So 1 would be extremely basic, 5 would be average features, some modern technology but not cutting edge, and 10 would be highly advanced motorbike, top of the line technology and features. So this has got heated grips which I had to put on, and that's about it. So I would put this as an average. It's a 5. So whilst I think this bike is fucking sweet, the reality is the scoring system does reflect that it is not. Comfort, 1 is extremely uncomfortable, 5 is average comfort, and 10 is perfect ergonomics. I can't remember what I put this in on when I did the review, but riding it now I'd say it's a 5, which is fair. Practicality, so 1 is very limited storage, not designed for passengers. A 5 would be average practicality, and 10 would be exceptional practicality. So where would I put this? This is probably a 2, minimal storage options. You've got to wear a rucksack, and I wouldn't want to put a passenger on the back. Miles per gallon is around 10 miles per gallon is a 1. Average fuel efficiency is 40 to 50 miles per gallon. That's an imperial gallon, so a UK gallon, not a North American gallon. And 10 would be 100 miles per gallon plus. I think my son's 125 was that. Price bands, so this is where it reverses. So a high score is cheap and a low score is expensive. So to get a 10, you'd have to be around 5 grand, as tested, mind, not necessarily at purchase price. 5 would be what we're looking at there, around 10.5, 9.5 grand, and a 1 would be over £30,000. And those scores kick out the Ross Ride score. So hopefully now you know the scoring system. You might stick around to the end of the videos to watch the reviews. If you've got any amendments you think I should put in there, please chuck it in the comments. I have had someone suggest to me that I should put style of bike. So is it a naked, is it a sports tourer, is it a heavyweight adventure, lightweight adventure, etc. If anybody's got a comment on that, please chuck that below. And if you could hit subscribe as always, that'd be awesome. Cheers.